Assalamu alaikum everyone. All right, let's continue where the business picks up as usual and join me into the Discord. The link is in the description. Yesterday, I was talking about a shooting star potentially forming up on Bitcoin as well. So it was looking like a shooting star, but it ended up being a spinning top. Okay, and these are known as a bearish spinning top candle. So what you see as a green candle right here, this one, is actually not bullish. It's actually bearish. Right. So simple put, right now we are having a red candle forming up. So the question today comes up that if Bitcoin does go down to 42,233, we still have 14 hours more left to close. So it could come down a little bit right there, and then we form an evening star all in all, and then from there we start to retrace even more to the downside and potentially go all the way down. Now there is a possibilities, a lot of things to talk about, and we're going to see what the clues that we can have basically through technical analysis. Now I did draw this yellow line because Bitcoin has failed to actually pass a certain level of resistance. So it was moving up and up and up, and it got blocked out in a way that I think it's nasty, right? So what you did here is that you're trying to make this W bottom something like this to move to the upside, and this used to be resistance. One touch here, one touch there, one touch here. In here you made a fake out to actually go to the upside, and then you came down and look, you're kissing the resistance goodbye right now, potentially in order for us to flip to the downside. So my take is that if I dive into the 1 hour time frame, all I see is that people are just given a lollipop, okay? Nothing else. They were given such a nice, beautiful lollipop right there, and they got trapped into the lollipop basically. So when the prices were moving down like this, they gave you the green candles, suckered you in, and then you bought in here right there because you thought that was a nice good green candle. But I wasn't excited about it. Maybe I did see the volume was good out there, but still it went and touched the resistance once again. Do you see that? It went up the resistance right there. It tried to break out the resistance, came back for the retest, and the retest failed. Do you see that? The retest didn't pass. But then again, you try to shoot to the upside. Again, you touch the resistance, got rejected. Again to the downside. Even now, you're trying to go up, still getting rejected and going to the downside. So for me, basically, this is like a glorious ABC correction. So you're having the A and then the B, and the C is nasty C correction. Do you understand that? So that goes to 40,000 potentially, or wherever the next. But to me, where is your C correction gonna stop? Can it stop at 41,000? Because let's take the measurement here. So this one dropped by 6%. So one thing is clear, if it's a big if and a question mark, if you do have a C correction, then logically the C wave correction is gonna be bigger than the A correction. That means if the A correction dropped by 6%, this is going to drop way more than 6%. So now let's measure 6%, right? So 6% takes you to 41,627. But now that you already know that it can go lower than that, who knows, you can go for that 11% or 12% correction all the way down to $39,000, $40,000, or even $40,522. So 40,000 to 39,000 could be a place where Bitcoin can retrace to the downside, and that's normal, okay? That's absolutely normal. And this might be the time we get the pullback when we were waiting up here, somewhere here. Do you see that? We were waiting up there. This, in my opinion, was when you went up. All right, so this was like accumulation, went up, reaccumulation, went up. This is a distribution level, come down, right? And maybe this is like a redistribution to go even way more down. And then you're going to have accumulation and then continue to the upside once again. Just as you did up, boom, 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 you go down, then up, sideways, then continue up to the upside. Something like this one I'm expecting, because that's just how it would be way more nice for me to say that Bitcoin is interested to actually continue with its journey along the way. So why do I say the C correction could be as nasty as $39,000? Of course, nothing is final, and nothing here is going to be a financial advice by the end of the day. We don't know. It's all speculation, right? It's all just a game of speculation right now. But for me, basically, I still see some dumps coming in potentially. So let's dive in into the 15 minutes. I just want to get the idea. Just look right there right now. You're not really passing this yellow line anymore. You're not interested to do that. There's a really, really big, resistance points right there. Yesterday you had like a descending broadening wedge on the 15 minutes time frame. I was watching this one, by the way, like this, and when the prices were moving down like that, that's a bullish pattern, by the way. So descending broadening wedge, break out of the descending broadening wedge, you went back to that place where you formed the wedge. So trading, man, it works. Doom, 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 doom. You went up like this, came where to where you formed the descending broadening wedge, and then you move sideways, choppy journey, and then you break to the downside, and now choppy journey, okay, and now you're looking potentially to break again to the downside. So something like that is happening on the small time frames. Even if you dive into the small time frames, yesterday what did you do? You made a bear flag. You went up like this, down, made a mini bear flag on the 15 minutes time frame, just like that, and this was your bear flag once again, and then you broke out of a bear flag from the top to the bottom, just like that. This is where you break out, right bang on the money. This is where you went down, right? So it's amazing how technical analysis really looks like. On the 4-hour time frame though, what I want to do is I want to bring in some of the EMAs and study the EMA. Now if you actually notice on the 4-hour time frame right now, you're potentially putting in a bearish engulfing candle. One, two, this is bearish engulfing candle. The next candle is looking to actually drop to the downside. Do you understand that? That's bearish, okay? When you see a green candle and next to it is a red candle, that's bearish. Of course, there's 2 more hours to close from the time that I'm recording this one right now. I want to bring one indicator that I'm going to tell you what I do expect out of that indicator. So first of all, I do want to bring in the RSI here. So the RSI, of course, look where you are, okay, at the absolutely freaking oversold level. This was your oversold level back in the history, which is up there right now, and then you went down, and and then continue all the way to the downside like this, and then you kept on going for some few days. So this was your oversold level at the 71, and this one went to the 85. Do you understand that? So it's absolutely overbought, not oversold, overbought levels, and people have been buying like crazy. First of all, the RSI is suggesting that let the thing cool down a little bit, okay, let it go down. So right now you're at this point, which is 60, so there's a little bit of room left to actually drop. That means the prices has to go down in order for you to fill this place to the oversold level and then potentially continue up. So that's the first thing. Now the second thing is that if I bring in the Bollinger Bands as well, so we're going to talk about the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Bands here, they suggest that you are at the absolutely the most toppest place when it comes to the buying. Now, the last time you were at the top right there, look what happened. You went to the downside. Right now, once again, you are at the top here. So potentially on the 4-hour time frame, there is a support near 41,800, 41,188, but this one could still go all the way down right there, and that would make way more sense to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the fib retracements, because it's important to actually see how down you can go. So this was your top previously, 44,900 to the bottom right there, and to me, yep, look where the golden ratio lies. This is where the 0.618 is, and that's where this ascending triangle level really is. So that would be amazing, because if you start to actually go down for the retracement, okay, the first level of support, of course, is 41,708. Who knows, you could just come down here and bounce off it and then continue. That's the first scenario. But my take is still that because this is an A, the B, and the C correction is bigger, that just makes it logically to be as nasty as to the 39,647. That would be a nice good entry point, by the way. And you also have this trend line. If I extend the trend line, I'm going to actually tell you this yellow line that you see, this can be extended just like that. Do you understand that? Just like this one, because you got some few touches right there, some few touches right here, and it will make a nice good sense that you touch the 0.618, touch the trend line, and then that's absolutely finding the big support that you need. And then also you have this trend line coming out. That's amazing. That's a big level of support, and then you continue to the upside. So from here, the next technical target, if you hold the golden ratio, it might push you to $53,000. Finger crossed. Let's see if and only if you actually stay above $39,000, because as soon as you come to the 0.382 $36,000, I think that's it. That's a bull trap, and we're going to talk about the bull trap if it has to happen again. And you come to the $36,000 $37,000, that's it. You're losing structure, so you're going to go down. Simple put. Okay. As a matter of fact, you might not even lose structure. You could actually bounce off this yellow line. But when you lose the yellow line to $35,000, right, so that's when it's gonna be bad. That's where things are gonna be absolutely bad, and then you're gonna be looking for that $30,000 as well, unless and if and only if you don't start to lose those levels. There's nothing bad gonna happen. And that's it for today's update. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.